We're two hitchhikers. We met while hiking Mount Baldy with mutual friends, wasted no time, got engaged on a frozen alpine lake, got hitched, and have been adventuring together since. We're embarking on a new adventure of living big in a tiny home. Let's see how this goes.
Adventure awaits.
All right, well, here we are. This is one of the piles of just branches. Are there any trees here?
No, just branches.
These were all, not all of them, but these right here are all low-hanging branches that were...
I was a busy bee during the week.
Yeah, trimmed down over the course of the week. So we did a lot last weekend. Ruben came home a couple nights early.
Early, yeah.
to get some
trimming done.
So here we are. We're going to be chipping today. And for those of you that do recall, we do have a wood chipper of our own.
But it does not have the capability of this. What we have is a chipper for someone that has like a nice little lawn.
Like two apple trees.
Like a couple of bushes, but nothing for this.
Yeah, so we had to rent a unit, and today is going to be a very dusty, dirty day.
Yeah, very dusty.
Fortunately, we have good, even weather right now.
Yeah.
It's not going to be hot today, so hopefully that will be in our favor.
And hopefully it rains because it'll cut down on the dust. So
indeed.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
I hope so.
Okay.
Because we're about to find out.
Yep. Let's do this. Woo! Now keep in mind, this is our first time using a chipper of this size. So we're testing the waters here to see exactly what this can handle and how it actually functions. We quickly learn that these dead trees and limbs are the most dangerous. Because they're so dry, they have no flexibility in them whatsoever, so they tend to whip around very erratically. Both of us got hit in the head a couple of times. Thankfully, we've got our safety gear on. Now the machine started slowing down, so Ruben thought if he delimbed some of the pieces, it might help to expedite it, but that didn't work, so he started looking inside.
It's preventing that from happening there.
He couldn't find anything mechanically wrong with it, but he did notice a bit of a bottleneck in the elbow of the arm. So he moved it from a 90-degree angle to shooting straight out. And that seemed to do the trick. So at first we started pulling branches over one at a time from wherever they had dropped. It proved to be tiring, very time-consuming, and not very efficient at all. So then Ruben came up with the idea that if I stack up all of the branches in a neat pile, he can then pull them over like a mule.
got ourselves an awesome pile that we're gonna still keep on adding to. What I gotta do now is I gotta reposition the chipper right around here. Not here, but right here.
Right here. Not here or here so much, but right here.
It's gonna add to this, and we're gonna get this other pile taken care of.
Of the property right now, we have a lot of dead trees here, so these are just going away. That was a big one. Okay, so some of this lumber we're actually going to be just chipping, but we are going to be saving some of the trunks for firewood and for other uses. So we're just kind of divvying everything up, but trying to clear this mess as much as we possibly can.
Another approach we came up with, which seemed to work very well, is actually hauling the entire felled tree over, limbs and all. Ruben delimbs it on site, and I process it through the wood chipper. That proved to be pretty fast.
I can't believe we got this much process.
I can't believe I made that pile in one afternoon.
Seriously. I'm so thankful that we have clouds and that the sun is not strong today. This is so nice.
It's as pleasant as it's gonna get.
Little rain.
Exactly, the rain. That rain came in perfect. That's a lot of chips.
It is great for the garden and soil building. It's just getting it over there. Like, we need the backhoe again. I mean, it can just sit there and it's gonna just start to decompose. That's fine. And then when we get the backhoe available, by that point, we'll be ready for it on the other side.
And we even got some friends to come help us process wood for a few hours the following day. I don't know why they did it, but we sure are thankful that they came. What's that saying? Many hands make light work. I truly understand that because what we were able to process with them would have taken Ruben and I at least a full 14-hour day.
It smells so good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
So we did 10 on Sunday.
10 on Sunday.
Over the course of the last 2 weekends, we felled, delimbed, and chipped close to 50 trees. What's funny is that when you look out, it doesn't even look like we made much of a dent, but we definitely feel it in our bones. So now is a time to rest. Is this really happening right now?
Yes, it is.
One day before summer officially starts?
Yeah. It's chilly.
It is chilly.
It's very chilly.
I have chills. Not only was it chilly enough to put the little wood stove on at night, we got rain, and the next morning we woke up to the mountain with a fresh dusting of snow. It was absolutely stunning, especially for the first day of summer. However, it didn't last very long, because just as soon as that cool weather came, it left, and the fires began again. This one broke out about a mile away from us as the crow flies. Little too close for comfort, but fortunately, again, the wind was not coming in our direction, so we were okay. Unfortunately, that side of the road had to evacuate, but emergency responders got it under control rather quickly, and as soon as the wind died down, things were back to normal once again. Well, family, that wraps up this week's update. We wish we could make wood chipping a little more exciting, but it is what it is, and now we at least have a good, solid fire break. Thanks for following along on this week's adventure, and we'll see you next week.